Behold the latest military news update. This is AFP Community News, hosted by Rofh Suzon every 12 noon, Mondays to Fridays. Only here on DWDD Armed Forces Radio. One AFP for a stronger Philippines.
10th Infantry Division targets to dissolve MPA's weekend guerrilla front 57. Philippine Navy reports doubling of Chinese ships in Bajo de Masinloc. House Ox Bill on Rice Tarification Law Amendments. 20,000 automated counting machines from South Korea to be delivered in August. Good day everyone, as well to our troops at Camp Emilio Ginaldo, Quezon City. Today is Wednesday, May 22, and we will bring you the latest news from the Armed Forces and other information around the Philippines. I am Rofh Suzon for AFP Community News.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
And for the brief overview of our stories, the 10th Infantry Division is set to recommend the dissolution of the New People's Army's weekend guerrilla front 57. According to spokesperson Major Ruben Gadud, without specifying a date, the said group can no longer organize people in the countryside or indoctrinate them with communist ideology. Despite this progress, the military remains vigilant, focusing on remnants consolidating with various groups, including the Southern Mindanao Regional Committee and Sub-Regional Committee 3. Moreover, the 48th Infantry Battalion continues to pursue these remnants, contributing to the dismantling of the NPA's vertical force structure.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
The number of Chinese ships in Bajo de Masinloc has doubled. According to data released by the Philippine Navy, from May 14 to May 20, a total of 55 Chinese vessels were monitored, including 9 Chinese Coast Guard vessels, 4 People's Liberation Army Navy ships, and 42 Chinese maritime militia vessels. This marks an increase from the 28 ships observed from May 7 to 13, which comprised 8 CCGV, 2 planned ships, and 18 CMM vessels. It can be recalled that the National Security Council has called for an international inspection by the United Nations or respected environmental organizations to investigate the Chinese activities in Bajo de Masinloc.
Armed Forces Radio.
Let us hear more update outside our station. Let us hear from Beth about Army's Signal Regiment celebrates 13th anniversary with awarding ceremony. Beth, go on for the details.
The Philippine Army Signal Regiment ASR marked its 13th founding anniversary at ESR headquarters, Fort Bonifacio yesterday. Army Commanding General Lieutenant General Roy M. Galido graced the event with the theme Matatag na Army Signal Regiment para sa Bagong Pilipinas. He has also led the awarding ceremony for ASR's exemplary military and civilian personnel. Moreover, Lieutenant General Galido commended their dedication and their tireless effort and cyber security network operation and information assurance. This is Beth Tanyete reporting for AFP Community News, one AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you so much, Beth Tanyete.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
The Philippine Air Force officially accepted the 2 new T-129 attack helicopters during a ceremony at Mayor Danilo Atienza Air Base in Cavite. Major General Arauz Robert Musico, Philippine Air Force, the commander of Air Combat Command, and Brigadier General Juliano Liarenas, Philippine Air Force, the wing commander of the 15th Strike Wing, were among the key attendees. These advanced helicopters, known for their performance in challenging conditions, will enhance the Air Force's combat capabilities, particularly in urban warfare. This delivery completed the acquisition of 6 T-129 from Turkey, with previous units arriving in 2022.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
Armed Forces of the Philippines Chief of Staff General Romeo Browner Jr. led the handover and blessing ceremony of newly established facilities under the tatag ng infrastruktura para sa kapayapaan at seguridad o TICA's Convergence Program yesterday. The event, attended by Senator Mark Villar as guest of honor, marked the unveiling of the HMPG Multipurpose Barracks, GHQ Function Hall, CJA Firing Range Function Hall, and J. Fernando Road. General Browner Jr. also highlighted the government's support in providing modern facilities, essential for bolstering AFP personnel morale and welfare. He emphasized the significance of these infrastructures in enhancing operational readiness and improving the quality of life for AFP members.
Armed Forces Radio.
Let us receive another news from the ground. Let us hear from Spencer regarding the 7th Civil Military Operations Battalion launches sharpened at Magalang High School.
Yes, Rofh, the 7th Military Operations Battalion hosted the Seniors High Advocacy to reinstill patriotism and enhance nationalism, or SHARPEN, at Andres M. Luciano High School in Magalang, Pampanga. The event opened with the performance of the Philippine National Anthem, followed by the documentary, The Hunters ROTC Guerrilla, highlighting the valor of young Filipinos in World War II. Sharpen aims to educate senior high school students about the role in the nation's socio-political landscape and promote careers in the military. And that's for now again. This is Spencer reporting for AFP Community News. One AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you so much, Spencer Ross.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
The primary online services of the Philippine National Police are temporarily shut down as security assessments on PNP computer data are underway. According to PNP Public Information Office Chief Police Colonel Jean Fajardo, affected services include those of the Firearms and Explosives Office, Directorate for Logistics Data Management System, National Police Clearance System, and several other PNP offices. She stated that the investigations are ongoing to determine if there was a data breach in the FEO and Logistics Data Management Office. Moreover, Fajardo assured that affected online PNP services would be restored within a week.
DWDD National
For national news, the Commission on Elections announced the delivery of another batch of 20,000 automated counting machines from South Korea in August. According to COMELEC Chairperson George Erwin Garcia, they are coordinating with the Bureau of Customs on the arrival of the ACMs to be manufactured by service provider South Korean joint venture firm Miru Systems. In regard to this, Garcia said the COMELEC wants to test the battery to know if it can stand the country's hot weather during the election. Yesterday, the COMELEC chief led the demonstration of the prototype of Miru's ACMs before members of the kapisanan na mga broadcaster ng Pilipinas.
Armed Forces Radio.
For other updates, let us dig deeper about over 200 students and teachers that attend the Community Information Awareness Program in Los Baños. Go ahead for the details, Gina.
Rofh, more than 200 students and teachers gathered at Lalakay Senior High School for a successful Community Information Awareness Program led by the Philippine Army. The event was organized by the 3rd Company, 2nd Civil Military Operations Battalion, Civil Military Operations Regiment. Participants were informed about the tactics used by the Communist terrorist group CPP, NPA, NDF to recruit youth, emphasizing the importance of recognizing and avoiding these deceptive strategies. Furthermore, the program aimed to educate students and teachers on the responsibilities and the dangers of local insurgency and terrorism. This is Gina reporting for AFP Community News, one AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you so much, Gina.
DWDD National News.
The House of Representatives has passed on the third and final reading the bill seeking the amendments to the rice tarification law. With 31 votes in favor, 3 no and 1 abstention, the House approved the House Bill 10381, which seeks to bring back the price stabilization and supply regulation functions of the National Food Authority. Agri-Party List Representative Wilbert Lee explained the NFA's role would be an equalizer by purchasing palay from local farmers at a higher price and selling it at a lower price to consumers. If enacted into the law, the Department of Agriculture's Secretary, upon recommendation of the National Price Coordinating Council or Local Price Coordinating Council, may declare a food security emergency when there is a shortage in the supply and sustained or extraordinary increase in the price of rice.
DWDD National News.
With a vote of 232 in favor, the House of Representatives passed on the third and final reading a measure granting the universal social pension to all Filipino senior citizens. The House Bill 104236 to expand the current social pension program to include all senior citizens, not just indigents. It is mandated under Republic Act No. 7432 that indigent senior citizens shall receive a monthly stipend of 1,000 pesos to augment their daily subsistence and other medical needs. On the other hand, the proposed bill will enable all senior citizens, not just those who are considered indigents, to be granted a monthly stipend of 500 pesos.
Armed Forces Radio.
On the other line, let us hear from Jade about AFP appoints its new Deputy Chief of Staff for Operations J3.
The Armed Forces of the Philippines formally welcomed Brigadier General Jimmy Larida, Philippine Navy Marines, as the new Deputy Chief of Staff for Operations J3 during a change of Chief of Office ceremony yesterday. The event presided over by Lieutenant General Charlton Sean Garland, Philippine Navy Marines, saw Brigadier General Larida succeed Colonel Jesse Banastao, Philippine Air Force GSC. Brigadier General Larida, APMA some basic class of 1991, graduate with a master's degree in military studies from the U.S. Marine Corps University, brings extensive experience from his previous roles. Moreover, Lieutenant General Garland praised Banastao's dedication and urged the new head to uphold the AFP's operational excellence amidst evolving security challenge. This is Jayton Dawaton reporting for AFP Community News, one AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you so much, Jayton.
DWDD. National News.
Our time is already 12:30 in the afternoon, and you're still tuning at AFP Radio, the WWD Facebook page. For our announcement, join us in celebrating the 126th Philippine Independence Day with music, song, and dance, featuring the bands and performers from various uniformed services. Let us witness a showcase of talent in music, singing, and dancing from the modern-day heroes. Let us come together to honor the Filipinos who fought for the nation's independence at Music Kalayaan 2024 on June 7 live at the Rizal Park Open Auditorium. See you there.
DWDD. National News.
Moving on to another story, the Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines made an apology regarding another system glitch that affected over 9,200 passengers and delayed and consequently canceled a number of flights at the Ninoy Aquino International Airport on Monday. CAAP spokesperson Eric Apolonio said that they are doing what is needed to upgrade their air traffic system. Apolonio added he is optimistic that the upgrades would be completed by the third quarter and no more glitches would happen. It can be recalled that last New Year's Day, hundreds of flights also get cancelled or delayed with the communications, navigation, and surveillance air traffic management had a system glitch.
DWDD. National News.
The Bureau of Immigration cautioned the public against unscrupulous individuals using the agency's name to lure people into scam. BI Commissioner Norman Tansinco made the warning following a request for verification they received from Filipino woman whose American partner was allegedly held at the Ninoy Aquino International Airport on May 15. According to Tansinco, a Facebook account using the agency's name supposedly ordered the American to pay 40,000 pesos as penalty for arriving with undocumented foreign currency found in his luggage, which exceeds the legal amount. The BA official clarified that they do not deal with incoming currencies and luggage, and these matters are under the jurisdiction of the Bureau of Customs.
Armed Forces Radio.
For more updates, let us hear from Jai about AFP welcomes approval of promotions for 33 senior military officers.
Yes, Rofh, the Armed Forces of the Philippines warmly welcomed the Commission on Appointments approval of the ad interim promotion of 33 senior military officers yesterday. Among those confirmed are 1 Lieutenant General, 1 Major General, 3 Brigadier Generals, and 28 Colonels and Navy Captains. Leading the list of promoted officers is Lieutenant General Facundo Palafox IV, recently appointed as Commander of the AFP Southern Luzon Command. According to the AFP Public Affairs Office Chief Colonel Cerces Trinidad, the confirmation of these officers is a statement to the meritocracy within the military, where promotions are based on the abilities and character of the officers. This is Joy reporting for AFP Community News, one AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you so much, Joy.
DWDD.
In other developments, the Philippine National Police Chief General Romel Francisco Marbil sought the dismissal of all those involved in the moonlighting racket of two Special Action Force commandos as security escorts of a Chinese national. Marbil made the statement after he ordered the Internal Affairs Service to investigate the matter. The PNP chief stressed that the said scheme involving the personnel of SAF is not proper as it creates conflict among the units. He also added that providing security for outsiders of the police force is not part of the duties of the SAF.
DWDD. National News.
The House Committee on Ethics and Privileges approved a recommended sanction regarding the complaint filed against Davao del Norte Representative Pantaleon Alvarez for allegedly making seditious remarks about President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. House Ethics Panel Vice Chairperson and ACO Bicol Party List Representative Raul Angelo Bongalon shared that all of the members of the committee agreed on the report containing recommendations for sanctions against Alvarez over disorderly behavior claims. However, Bongalon refused to disclose the details of the panel recommendation. He also clarified that the committee's decision is just recommendatory and still needs the approval of the plenary.
Armed Forces Radio.
We are joined now by our field reporter who has been following the situation closely about PBBM approves the class opening from July 29, 2024 to April 15, 2025 for class year 2024 to 2025. Go for the details, Chris Bell.
President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has approved the opening of classes this July 29, which will end on April 15, 2025. This is in response to concerns expressed by the public regarding the schedule of classes in the country. The President met with Vice President and Education Secretary Sara Duterte at the Malacanang Palace to discuss two options for the implementation of the school year 2024-2025 calendar. The President told Department of Education to begin the return of standard school year calendar days for school year 2024-2025. Vice President Sara presented two options to the President for changing the school calendar. First is to have 180 days with 15 in-person classes every Saturday, while the second one has 165 days without in-person classes every Saturday, where both suggestions will end on March 15, year 2025. However, according to the President, the said 165 days school calendar is very short and may reduce the contact time of the students and compromise the learning outcomes of the students. The President also said he does not want students to attend on Saturday just to complete the 180 days school calendar because the students will be affected and it will demand additional resources. So it suggested that instead of the school year ending on March 31, 2025, the Department of Education should adjust the school year to end on April 15, 2025 so that students can complete 180 days without having to attend Saturday classes. This is Crisbel May Lorenzo reporting for AFP Community News, one AFP for Stronger Philippines.
Thank you so much, Chris Bell.
DWDD. National News.
Now on to our next story. The Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines, CESNA, is investigating the 172 training aircraft or the RPC 6923 crash in the waters of Barangay Kanaway, San Fernando City, La Union yesterday. Based on the report, the flight instructor and a student pilot on board that said plane sustained minor injuries and were brought to the Lorma Medical Center. The said aircraft, operated by Leading Edge International Aviation Academy Incorporated, was conducting touch-and-go flights at San Fernando Airport. Initial information revealed that San Fernando Tower received an alert from RPC 6923 declaring an emergency failure at 8:23 a.m. after the second touch-and-go at San Fernando Airport at 8:10 a.m.
DWDD. National News.
The Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical and Astronomical Services Administration reported that 44 areas across the country may still experience danger level heat indexes today, May 2022. Based on Pag-asa's forecast, the heat index may peak at 46 degrees Celsius in Verac, Catanduanes, Rojas City, Capiz, and Butuan City, Agusan del Norte. Other areas might experience 42 to 45 degrees Celsius heat index according to the State Weather Bureau. Pag-asa warned the public that under the said level, heat-related issues such as cramps and exhaustion are possible, while continued exposure may lead to heat stroke.
Armed Forces Radio.
We have a report coming in from Rizal with more details about AGM Queen Maxima of Netherlands visits the province of Rizal. Go on for the details, Ella.
Good afternoon, everyone. The United Nations Secretary General's Special Advocate, Her Majesty Queen Maxima of Netherlands, had visited the province of Rizal just recently. The Queen prioritizes the current situation and to ensure the good livelihood of our local fishermen in Talim Island in the town of Binangonan. Aside from interactions, Her Majesty also visited the Pinto Art Museum in Antipolo, then later aware of the situation of the current status of Project Grocery Store, which was established in 2016, and the branch grew to almost 50,000 nationwide. The local officials of the province of Rizal give thanks to the presence of Her Majesty that's, according to Governor Nina Inares, contributed greatly to their financial stability and local economy in the province. This is Ella Mercado reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you so much, Ella.
DWDD National News.
The Philippine Atmospheric Geophysical and Astronomical Services Administration is keeping an eye on a cloud cluster east of Mindanao that will possibly develop into a low-pressure area or even a tropical cyclone in the coming days. According to Pag-asa weather specialist Obet Badrina, the LPA may develop either within the day or by Thursday, May 23. Based on the forecast, the potential LPA may bring rains, particularly over the eastern sections of Visayas and the Bicol region during the weekend. Badrina said Pag-asa will assign the local name Aghon once it became a tropical depression.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
That's all for today's broadcast. Thank you so much for joining us, especially to our audience in our Facebook page, AFP Radio DWDD. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow for more updates, same time and same station. Again, this is Rofh Suzon for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Behold the latest military news update. This is AFP Community News, hosted by Rofh Suzon every 12 noon, Mondays to Fridays. Only here on DWDD Armed Forces Radio. 1 AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Ito ang DWDD 1134 kHz AM. Balita, impormasyon at musika. Ito ang DWDD AFP Radio. Boses ng Kawal Pilipino.
Kayo ay nakatutok sa DWDD AFP Radio. Kami po ay kasapi ng KBP.